Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Richard Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is hot. Like, literally, I don't know what's been happening lately, but the heat waves is here, bro. It's like 90 or 80 out here. I don't know. But hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Just wanted to give y'all a tiny little vlog. And by the way, thank you for all the support on the videos and social media as we reached 1,000 followers on Twitter, which is super awesome. So I might do a giveaway for that, or I might just like throw a code somewhere out there and forget about it. Considering how Twitter or whatever it's called like X now, is changing. It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, and then also a lot of subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad you guys like the free code videos. Speaking of the free code videos, make sure you type in those previous free codes because those expire through the 31st. So make sure you get those in before the 31st so you can get some good freebies. You can only redeem it once per account and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I've been chilling. I wanted to talk a little bit about Wiz. Wiz is kind of like, in that weird state where it's like, I don't know. It's just one of those months and years. It's like that time of the month again, where it's like, is there anything to do on Wiz? Not really, but it is what it is. And these are usually the times when I would be like super burned out from the game, but surprisingly, I am not burned out. Even though I play the game frequently, I'm not that burned out, surprisingly. I don't know why. But, going on from, the update, going back to the spring update, that was the Rate My Stitch event, which is pretty awesome. I like the Stitch tokens, but, it comes to one of those things where you have to be consistent with it. And if you're not really consistent with it, then you're not going to have the best time. And it's also one of those things where you don't necessarily have to do it. Everything is completely optional. And I think it all kind of dates back to the Novus update. The gear grinding for Novus was very exhausting. So now we have these optional updates where a lot of people are just opting out. Like, a lot of people just don't want to do some of these gameplay stuff, right? Which I can't blame them because I don't do some of them either. I don't do some of that stuff either, but I don't know. It's kind of sad to see, though, that this update, the one we just had, there's kind of like barely anything to do, which we had challenge mode updates, which, dude, we're done talking about challenge mode. Basically, they handicap the players in order to make the content, which is previous content, quote unquote, hard, which you don't have to do. All you have to do is just buff the enemies. Like, I don't know why the players have to get handicapped. I just kind of gave up on challenge mode. It's just like, if they ever add more updates to it, I'm probably just going to ignore it. It's like, all right, well, you know what? There's no point giving any more suggestions, And I think I'm going to do this for this video. I'm not really going to, like, offer suggestions. I've already went on multiple tangents, and honestly feels like, at the end of the day, you're just talking to, you're talking to a wall, or you're just talking to someone else, But it's like, I don't know. I don't get as angry as I do with some of these updates nowadays. I think last year was all over the place with the bugs, the glitches, the Grizzly pack or whatever, the Cerberus pack, and the Grim Ferryman pack fiasco. And, now I know everybody's asking, where's the World Elixirs? I don't know where the World Elixirs are. I don't know. It wasn't ready. But, yeah, I guess we gotta wait for the whole World Elixir thing. They're probably still updating that. But, it is what it is at the end of the day, And, concerning this update, getting back on topic, we have raids, the new raid, but the problem is you need 12 people, and you also need to be in a guild. So if you're not in a guild, or, you're not in an active guild that goes raiding, then already that part of this update, you're already not going to do. The next thing I would have to say is the name and gender change. You can only do that once per character, and you have to be a level 50. You have to be a level 100. Not, I'm sorry, not level 100. I was blanking out for a second. Level 50. So you have to be a level 50 and up, and it costs 100 crowns. I don't know why my mind just blanked out like that. It's just so hot out here. But yeah, the name and gender change, I like that part. I don't know about the level 50 and above thing. I don't know. I like the level cap, but it is what it is. I don't care. But 100 crowns is also cheap. You can just do 10 trivia. That's not too bad. But again, you can only do so much of that, and it's once per character. So, once you do that, and then, all right, what's the next thing to do in this update? There's challenge mode, which, again, we've just kind of forgotten about challenge mode. I don't think challenge mode is really worth the hassle of going through the old content just to get a quote-unquote increased loot drop, whatever that means. Whatever that means. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's Spellment Pass that you can get from Beast Moon, but of course Beast Moon is optional. Way better than, I think Anton said this, way better than like opening up packs and stuff like that, yes, but a lot of people don't like doing some of the monthly event calendar stuff, And it's not just Beast Moon, it's the Pet Promenade, it's the Decathlon. It's also the Rate My Stitch event. It's pretty much the whole thing. And lately, with all these updates, we've been seeing a lot of optional stuff, but a lot of people are opting out of it just because it's not really worth the time, it's not really worth the resources, and it's just not worth the mental energy. I'll tell you this much. On LiveRoom, right now, currently, they have this new mob that you extract to make the raid key, right? And in order to make one monster magic summon for this specific mob, it's not a boss or anything, just for this specific mob, it takes 30 Animus. Okay? Which 30 is a lot. And I usually see that for like maybe a couple bosses here and there, but 30? Okay, so now it takes 20 of these. So 30 times 20 is 600 total Animus. So if you don't have a consistent guild that has a lot of astrologers or a lot of willing participants to farm this stuff to make the raid key, then you're going to be having that one person that has to do everything carry a huge workload. Because that is a lot. And even with a triple Animus elixir, it's still going to take you a while. And it also takes 4,000 gold to make each monster magic summon. So times 20, that's already 80,000 gold. I don't know. I mean, that's crazy. Now, they did lower the Azoth requirement to make the raid key. But still, I don't know, man. That's just, that's a lot, And when I was farming with my other guild, no, not my other guild, my main guild, we saw other guilds. We actually saw other guilds that were trying to get the Animus, and so we let them come into battle so they can hit and get that extract. And, what we do, we don't really gatekeep. We pack small hits so everybody at least gets that extraction. So once everybody does get the extraction, then we kill, right? That's what everybody should be doing right now, especially if you're just trying to do the pre-quest. But I don't know, right now it is a big grind. And the other part is Azoth. I already set up an auto clicker somewhere. That's pretty much what Azoth has become, just this, just leave your laptop on, that type of auto clicking type of thing. That's pretty much what Azoth has become at this rate. And, again, not going to offer any constructive criticism or anything else. That's pretty much what the game has become to. Just something you just sit there and wonder, man, what is it to do? And it's crazy because, again, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm not really burned out of Wiz at all. The only things I do on Wiz is feed my plants, I'll auto click some Azoth if I want some Azoth, maybe farm a little bit of astrology here and there. I kind of made myself some hobbies to do with Wiz. I can also go to Darkmoor if I don't have a membership, because I did buy Darkmoor as an area itself, which is probably like one of the best areas I purchased over the years. It's such a fun area. I love going in the Darkmoor. I love hanging out, helping all these low levels out, these level 100s, and helping them farm the gear. I'll always love doing that. And when it comes to other stuff like Novus, I don't even touch Novus no more. Novus is just, the story was fine. Just gameplay wise and farming, nah, it wasn't it. I'm sorry, it wasn't it. And that goes to the same thing with this current raid. I think at the moment, nobody at the moment has beaten the raid yet, but I still want to put my guild in the raid at least once, just so they can get a good layout of the map. And that's kind of like why I was pushing it so heavily on Test Realm, because there's no resources really required on Test Realm. Test Realm is for testing things, right? You pretty much have a lot of freedom on Test Realm, but now that everything's on Live Realm, now everything is like serious now, because you have to get the Animus, you have to get the Azoth, you have to make the key, and you go into the raid and you keep losing over and over again, and a lot of people aren't gonna want to do that. A lot of people just generally aren't going to want to sit there for 3 hours and lose all the time. I think the problem with this specific update is that there's not really a whole lot to do. You could do the PvP level restriction thing or the level scale thing, which is interesting. I might try that out, but for the most part, there's really nothing to do for this update. And the same thing could be said about the previous update. The only time there's something to do in this game is in November. And that's when we get the world updates, I think what a lot of people are going, like I see a lot of people come back and then they come in, and then they come back and then they come in, including me. Sometimes I'll be on a hiatus, then I'll come back in November to play the world. Recently though, I've just been staying on the game because I've been finding new stuff to play, if I'm super bored, I'll do some Darkmoor team-ups, I'll log off and then, take care of my plants, stuff like that. But I don't know. If you ever get burned out of Wiz, but you're still passionate about it, just do gardening. Pretty much Wiz can become a gardening simulator. Or do monstrology. It would be a cool way to do monstrology. Or, I don't know, just figure out a hobby for Wiz. And then also the final tip that I can offer for everybody is to play other video games. Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with just only playing Wizard101. It shows that you're passionate for it, which is fine. But the problem is, if that's the only thing that you're playing, then you will get burned out easily, right? And it's not just Wizard101. It could be for any game that you're only playing. Like, I'm a gamer at heart. I got a PlayStation 5. I can't play Elden Ring all day. I can't play Hogwarts Legacy all day. I can't play Overwatch all day. I play multiple video games, and I play multiplayer games with my friends to kind of diminish that burnout. And a lot of people think I play Wizard101 a lot, but in reality, Wizard101 is probably the least played game that I play over the years. I think I lost interest during, it was a long time ago. It was during the Crown Reward event with the Night rewards, man. That was so fun. Man, that was funny. That's when I kind of stopped playing the game and started playing a little bit casually now. But, lately I found other stuff to do, like, making that perfect pet. That was taking forever, and I'm glad I finally got that done. But, if everybody finds a hobby to do with the game, they can appreciate it a little bit more. Obviously, you don't have to spend crowns or even a membership. You just have to find a hobby. So, yep, that's how I diminish burnout, and that's kind of like my main thoughts with Wizard101. I know I rambled, but yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts with it. At the end of the day, it's this 2008 game that we all love. And, we're going to get those hit or misses, mainly misses lately. But, at the end of the day, just play whatever you want, do whatever you want. I don't know. Do whatever makes you happy and figure it out from there. But until then, I'll always be giving you guys the latest Wizard 101 and Pirate 101 news, which today there's actually nothing happening right now. If I upload this video, if I don't. But yeah, there's really nothing happening at the moment. It's just the Yuletide event stuff, which is, Christmas in July. So, check the Crown Shop if you want to buy some packs. Do whatever, farm reindeer night spellments, I don't know. Do the Krampus boss fight, do whatever you want. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. I want to know your thoughts about Wizard 101, because I know a lot of people are kind of iffy about this entire update, especially with the guild and stuff like that. If you're not in a guild, or if you're not really in like a guild that raids, then you already can't participate in that Azteca raid content, or just raids at all. I know it's a big effort, and I've already made multiple videos about the guilds and the raiding, and I'm just not gonna offer any more to that. But yeah, I would love to know your thoughts about this update. Me personally, I just think it's like a niche update, like mid. It is what it is. But I want to know your thoughts. So I'll talk to you guys later if I do upload this. And yeah, see you soon. Peace out.